Alright, good morning everybody. It is your boy Tigu. It's currently 11:07 in the morning and I'm about to go. This is going to be day 3 of all gyms being closed. Actually, it's technically day 4. Wait, wow. It's technically day 4. So the gym's only supposed to be closed for 15 days and we're on day 4. Yesterday I took a rest day because today I was going to do legs. So I'm going to go and this is going to be my third workout though. Improvising some stuff. Your legs should be pretty decent, should be able to do a lot of the things, work out the legs pretty well. Only thing is that, obviously I don't have as much raw weight as I normally be working with, especially today is supposed to be my heavy squat day, but obviously that's not going to happen, so it's probably going to be a lot more volume focused and just kind of burning my legs out as opposed to just raw, like, oh, this is super heavy. So anyways, let's head out to the courts and see what we can do today. Alright, it is your boy Tigu and we are back on the microphone. I have a different setting on the microphone because as you can tell, oh, I'm over here. Anyways, if you watched my last workout video, let me know if there's any difference in how this mic setting sounds this time and last time. I want to know if you have a preference between last time's mic settings or this time's. Just let me know in the comments below if you do have a preference. Anyways, so we're figuring out what we can do for legs, right? We're just trying to stimulate the muscle. Obviously, it's not even going to be nearly as close to the weight when it comes to doing these kind of squat movements as when we have the bar and plates inside the gym. So we warmed up with a kettlebell, just doing 50. These dumbbells are 50s, by the way. And then this is how I set it up to do squats. Okay, so it does kind of suck, like the setup, like you have to be strong enough to like hoist them up on your shoulders and then hold them there, and it's digging into either your shoulder or collarbone, whatever. Like I have a bruise on my collarbone right now from doing this, and I kind of landed it on my collarbone a little too hard. So it is uncomfortable, but we got to make do with what we can do with what we have, right? So then obviously doing just 100-pound dumbbells is really not that much. So then we start adding the bands. Step on the bands with both the feet and I wrap it. You don't want to put it right around your neck because then it's going to feel like pulling your neck down. Try to hang it a little lower towards the base of your neck to where it's not actually pulling your neck. It's just sitting like around there. Alright, well, here we are. I'm reduced to using just these dumbbells and bands for any leg movements. When right now I'm doing squats, it's a little light on the squats, but I can't lie and say that I'm not getting a pump. Like, check this out. Like, can you see this? My legs are, here, let me get some light. My legs are definitely getting pumped up from doing this, so it's not the worst, It's all we're going for in this period of quarantine. We're just going for some pumps and stuff. By the way, if I'm sniffling, it's just because one, there's a lot of pollen out here, but two, it's kind of cold. Like that's why I'm wearing long sleeves. Suddenly it dropped down to like 60 today, so a lot colder than normal. I'm not suffering from symptoms. So actually, I do think that this exercise, doing a squat like this, is pretty effective for the legs. I definitely feel it. And then look how the bands are outside the knees. That makes you, like, I feel like this whole exercise, when I go back to doing normal squats, is just going to help my technique because one, the dumbbells are kind of leaning forward. You see that as I come down, they're leaning forward on my shoulders, which means that I have to spend extra energy trying to keep upright, which is very important in the normal squat with the bar. Also, the bands, the way they're set up, they also try to pull you down. Like they try to slam your face into the floor, and you have to keep your back erect to make sure, keep that chest up to make sure that you don't just get smashed in half, don't get folded over. And then lastly, the bands on the outside of the knees, they try to keep your knees pushed in, but you want to push your knees out as you're squatting. So I feel like this is actually going to be a really good transition for when I do go back to the squat, just in terms of technique. And the fact that it kind of feels like a front squat really gives me that burn in my quads because I really don't front squat like ever. Anyways, on to the next exercise. We're doing some walk and lunges. Normally, I would use the little weird bar they have at 24-Hour Fitness. It's like a lighter bar that they have in those little dancing rooms, And I usually only use the little bar they have up there, which is, there's no way that bar is even like 10 pounds. And then I put 100 pounds total on it. Having 2 of these dumbbells, that's 100 pounds. So I feel like this is actually getting near that weight because I was definitely feeling the burn. It's a little different though because when you're just holding the dumbbells in your hands, look how they're kind of swaying around. it was hard to keep balance at first, but then after you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. But yeah, so this is, just still able to do the lunges, which is great. This is a really good exercise for the glutes in particular if you're doing it the right way. Step out, step away, make sure your knee doesn't really go over the tip of your toe. And on to the third exercise, Romanian deadlifts, another one for the hammies and the gluteus maximus, or I don't even know if that's that technical word. But yeah, I started off with just the dumbbells, then moved on to, is that 2 red bands? And once again, this is really good because it helps you, again, keep your back erect, keep that chest up. And the bands just tightening up at the end definitely do have a really good effect on how your muscles feel when you're contracting them. With the bands, right, I think I mentioned this in my last video, but all the tension is going to come towards the end of the band. When you have the bands towards the bottom, it's not really pulling at all. But when you're near the top, you want to spend a lot of time near the top. So slow down your motion at the top, contract at the top, and you're going to get the most use out of your bands. All right, this is really awkward. I wanted to do a leg extension type of exercise and, just makeshifting stuff up. You're going to see like every set I changed how I did it because this took a long time to set up. I couldn't find exactly, the best feeling. Every time I still felt it where I wanted to in the teardrop area and the quad, but I was just trying to look for constant improvements. By the way, if you're wondering how I even have that hooked up, though, that's my 2 straps. I tied my 2 straps together, put one of the ends around my ankle and the other end around the dumbbell. And yeah, and right here I put the band, I attached it to the fence behind me, and so it just adds a little bit of extra tension. It started feeling like this exercise really started feeling better and better as I went through the changes. I think after this one, you're going to see one more movement. I'm going to move you see how the band is coming over the bench? I moved the band to the very bottom, like it's going under the bench right here. And this was the best contraction. Like it actually felt amazing once you get near the top. Like the bottoms, whatever. But when you get near the top and you have to actually squeeze because the band starts pulling, this was probably just as effective as the leg extension machine at the gym, But I don't have that thing under your knee that just holds your leg in place, so I had to kind of put my hand there just to make sure my leg's not like gonna fly over anything. So yeah, I found a way to make it work. And then finally, this is gonna be the last exercise that I did on this day, which is hamstring curls, lying hamstring curls. And I gotta say, this is better than the machine. Like, I don't know why. The machine, you can feel it at the gym when you're doing hamstring curls like this. But okay, once again, look at this. I got this 2 straps tied together. One end of the strap is looped around my ankle and the other end is looped around the band. But the band on this exercise, the contraction feels amazing. Like I was getting a massive pump. I stood up and I was like, holy crap, I'm about to cramp out here. So anyways, that's going to end this leg workout. And let's take a look at some words that I have said on the day of. Okay. Oh man, it's been a long time since I've not been wearing my hat in the videos. So finished the workout, guys. You saw it started raining, kind of sucked. The workout was actually pretty good. The only issue is I had a bunch of red marks, like just pressure marks or whatever, from holding the dumbbells and then having the bands around myself. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's actually it looked kind of bad. But anyways, on the squats, obviously, like I said before, I'm still getting a workout, getting pumped, but getting a pump, I should say, but it's not, it's just not the weight that, you can normally do. And then holding the dumbbells there, while it does work, like it does hurt. And if I try to hold on to it, like at first I was trying to hold on to it a little bit like this, because that's normally what I did, but that actually hurts my wrist. That's why I was wearing the wrist wraps. But gotta make it work somehow. Everything else was pretty good though, except, it looked pretty smooth just because I just recorded when I was ready to record, right? But it took so long because I was trying to figure out what I can do. Like, I already had an idea before I started of what I could possibly do for leg extensions and hamstring curls, but actually setting it up and like seeing what felt the best took a long time. Believe it or not, I only did those 5 exercises. I did a lot of sets, but that took like 2.5, if not 3 hours just to do that. And I didn't do any calf raises because I get a lot of calf work from tennis, you know, and I'm not like obsessed with just bringing my calves up that much anyways. So that was that. But overall, I'd say the workout is definitely pretty effective. Like the leg extensions, once I got the hang of how I wanted to set it up, like the leg extensions, I gotta say, like it felt probably, I mean, it felt as effective as the gym, honestly. Maybe the weight's a little less, but the contraction was really strong. And then the hamstring curls, that was better than what I get at the gym. I don't know why, like something about the bands, but the way I was doing those hamstring curls, that was better than what I've been doing at the gym. So overall, pretty good workout. Just lacking the raw weight of the squats, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. That's gonna end this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.